Hello and welcome back, fellow Bubbites, to a brand new episode of Bub Brothers Gaming with Ethan on Skyshine's Bedlam. Well, we're glad to have you back here because we all know that life is pointless and it just keeps going on and on and on, and everything around us can be ultimately destroyed, and nothing will... Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I got a little trenched in thought, got a little bit too nihilistic for my own good. So let's go ahead and start her up, shall we? Alright, so if you don't know about this game, I've been playing it a little bit, as you can see. But if you don't know about this game, it's a very XCOM-esque type of survival game. It's extremely unforgiving. What's that? Turn extender, that's new. And they're always updating it. They're always updating it. So you know what? Let's just do the vanilla. Let's go with humans, because I feel like that is the best way to go. Hang on. Let's see. Alright, yeah, let's go with the mutants. So that way we can unlock the cyborgs. Alright. They are just awful with health and power management. Because you're just driving around a gigantic piece of bug, essentially. Okay, let's read this. Congratulations, mechanic. The toxic mutants are no longer a threat, and the impressive monstrosity called Gargantox is now under your control. There are many dangers yet to be conquered in Bedlam before it is safe to travel, but there is talk of one day constructing Byzantine's great walls because of your accomplishments. You have given everyone hope. Well, you know, if you look at Byzantine, I didn't show the opening thing, but if you look at Byzantine, it's basically a gigantic slum. So I feel like hope is a good thing. Okay, so I generally like to think of mutants being the easiest to go against. Now, I don't see mutants, but rogue AI is pretty tough, so let's go with Thud Skull. Alright, as you make the final preparations for your journey to Bedlam, you are approached by Rasputin Lazarus, the Byzantine tycoon who discovered the wreckage of Bone Shaker and funded its reconstruction. That was the human dozer. Best of luck, mechanic. Only one of your skill and courage can safely reach the distant mythical utopia. Remember, your passengers are your mission. Keep them safe and deliver as many as possible to Aztec City for the greatest of rewards. With prolonged clatter, the city's formidable ohmium alloy barricades slowly part, and the dozer forges ahead into the dreaded wastelands of Bedlam. Alright, here we go. Going through. You know what? Hang on. Before I do like doing that, I like to do a little thing I call upgrading the dozer, because that's that's exactly what it is. Okay, so we let's see here. Yes, because I remember it was bad with power management, and let's see here, and the heal rate was pretty bad, if I recall. Alright, taking a little bit of a risk there, because now we don't have any power cells to use our special abilities. Okay, ahead on the road, a single wanderer can be seen slowly trudging along. Run them down! No, stop and investigate. The dozer slows to a halt and you disembark. The dusty wanderer approaches and greets you with a welcoming tone. Oh god. Is that human? I don't even know. Hi, fellow traveler. Amazing old rig you got. never seen it black. And I would know I scoured the wastelands for information. And what you might call a collector of knowledge. You know, I can't really understand you. What? No, I can't. What? I'm just gonna leave. You return to the dozer, continue down the road, leaving the wandering knowledge collector behind. Goodbye. You've been fun. Okay, so these are little side policies, they call them, where you can go and potentially find trouble or resources. I like to milk them. That's always fun to milk. As your crew explores the area, they encounter a Bedlam denizen? Yeah, denizen dragging a wheeled cart loaded with various goods as he wanders the terrain. Let's approach him. Greetings to you, travelers. Off to haggle the hearts of the hollows. Cracked their shells and plucked them out myself. Interested in a haggle? Well, I gotta say, I am interested in getting some power cells, so let's trade you some meat. A fair haggle. Always wise to have extra rations. Good travels to you. The crew leaves the Wanderer and returns to the dozer with the supplies. Alright, so we lost a lot of meat there. I wasn't actually expecting to lose that much. Got some power cells. Alright. Let's go to another side pull-us in our truck. While traveling up a high ridge, the crew's attention is drawn by an inhuman shriek echoing from the plateau above, followed by an extended salvo of weapons fire. The crew arrives atop the plateau to a scene of carnage. A massive Mobius hawk must have swooped to attack a group of cyborgs who defended themselves with heavy atomic weapons. The Mobius hawk is dead. Part of a cyborg still twitching in its jaws. Other cyborgs and their pieces are spread about the area in states of violent deconstruction. Nothing survived. None of the cyborg equipment is salvageable. The Mobius hawk may be sinewy? I don't know. But its meat could still provide subsistence to the dozer passengers. The crew collects as much as the beast as they can carry and returns it to the dozer galley for processing. So we got some meat. Let's check out this next area. Onwards! While exploring the area not far from the road, the crew discovers the remains of a building surrounded by rusted husks of several ancient vehicles. A faded sign above the crumbling structure appears to say, Chemstro Burgers, vat grown flavor. Venturing inside the dilapidated building, the crew finds a lot of rubble and a hatch on the rear wall. Unsealing the door releases a hiss of air. The room beyond has been hermetically sealed all this time. So it's like a vault. Lining the room are racks and racks of containers that bear the same label, Synth Sirloin Never Expires. The crew returns to the dozer with a substantial new supply of meat. Wow, yeah, that is pretty good. And we will go to the next one. This will be the last one in this area. While the crew explores an area of scrap and rubble, their attention is drawn by the sound of grunting animals. Oh god. Oh god. Hopefully it's not a mating ritual, right? Nearby, they discover an encampment of cyborgs, where they are keeping several Runcolo as livestock. I guess it's like a cow. Oh, so you got the grumbos in the git, huh? We gonna give you scruzzes a big serving of gunpowder and chowder. Oh god. What was that noise about? Okay. Whoa, okay, so I'm really confused. I have this guy already? Okay. So we got that, got this. Alright, so we've got, okay, so there's 4 different classes. We got the trenchers, which are shotgunners usually. This guy's different, he just pukes on people. Because he's a mutant. And then we got the gunslingers, which carry dual pistols. And then the frontliners, which have, like, realistic lightsabers, because let's be honest, you need something to catch it on the other end there. And then you got dead eyes, and they're snipers, so they are high damage but very low health, so you have to be very, very careful with them. They're very good if you know how to use them correctly. Sometimes I know how to use them correctly, so let's go into it, shall we? Okay, so the combat in this game is incredibly unforgiving, like incredibly unforgiving. So it makes XCOM look like, oh, that's a reasonable game. Like, yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so as you can see these little red dots here? Those little red dots? Those are the only squares you can fire in. So if these guys decide to move in, whoops, you're screwed. These guys a little bit closer, a little bit more, as you can see there, you got double there, so they're a little bit more flexible. And then you got the shotgunners, which are extremely flexible, but extremely low range. So, as my first move, I'm gonna move him up. Like, you gotta play this like chess, like that good. Okay, now it's their turn. Alright, now can I get him with the sniper? I can. But then the shotgunner can move up and blast me away. So, let's see, I can move up anyway. So let's try this. Because each turn they go, they get more damage potential, which is not good. Oh, they're mutants. Fantastic. So they heal. Alright. One down. Oh, shit. Yep, see, this is... And now he's gone forever. It's permadeath. Okay, so he is... Let's see, he can do 4 damage. He's got 10 health, so let's move him in. Yeah! One shot. We'll get your gear repaired. The gear repaired and you'll be smithereens. Alright. I don't know why we're just letting you walk away. But whatever. Okay, now we're gonna move the whole bug. Ugh. As the dozer travels along the road, it drives over something buried in the ground, causing noisy discharge. Ugh. Suddenly, the vehicle comes to a halt. All of the equipment ceases to function. An AI EMP mine has incapacitated the dozer, but luckily, we're driving an organic dozer, so it shouldn't stop us, right? No, we're too bad. Oh. After considerable time and countless calibrations, the dozer's engines finally grind to life again. The dozer continues along the road. Okay. Somehow we lost meat because of that. I don't, maybe it's just days past or something. Now we're in AI territory, and these guys can be a little tricky. Oh, we got slavers. Up ahead, you can see a large teetering triple-decker transport slowly motoring along the road. The windows are covered with bars, and hundreds of miserable-looking people can be seen inside. They're probably slaves. The transport is accompanied by several brutes on motorbikes. The dozer comes to a halt, and you disembark to converse with the apparent leader of the slaver gang. Oh, God. Ugh, got horrible gas today in my mouth. Not burping, but gas in my mouth. Got business? We're always looking to acquire some fine stock in the wastelands. We put them to work, carve them for a feast, anything we like, and we're willing to haggle. What do you need? Oh, God. No. Treachery. Nobody gets their feelers on my stock without haggle. I'll see them burn first. With that, the slaver signals his cohorts. Oh. Alright, well that just didn't work out, so everyone just left. Well, at least those people are out of their misery. Because it's either trade and contribute to that more, or be apathetic, or have them explode, so. While exploring a rocky ravine, the crew discovers ruins of a gigantic war galleon, likely used in some ancient skirmish when mighty rivers ran through the terrain. The vessel is barely intact, and its decaying shell now only serves as a home for skittering vermin. The crew cautiously enters the wreck through a gap in the corroded hull and makes their way to the ship's turbine compartment. Most of the equipment is useless, but they uncover a rack of fusion batteries that still contain power. The crew returns to the dozer with the valuable stash. Alright. Very good. Alright, let's see what we can upgrade here. Because we're running out of food, and that's not good. Let's see, I need 5. Nope. Okay. So now we're a little bit more fuel efficient, a little bit more meat efficient. While the crew explores the area, they encounter a curious duo in a large cart being towed by a wow, that's an interesting word. Pumptuous? A six-legged bedlam creature. One of the men tinkering with a portable fusion reactor, while the other smaller man is scanning the surroundings with a fusion turret. The tinkering man rings a bell, and the whatever that is halts. The man hops down from the cart and approaches the crew. "Greets to you, travelers. Gotta need a fission batteries? We got some to spare, and I could rightly use some meat to gribble in this whatever. You want some meat? Yeah, sure. Or you want some? You see, yeah, we gave them meat. They gave us power cells. Yay. How do I English? Alright, so we're low on crude, so let's put some more power cells into that. While exploring this area of abandoned tech, the crew discovers an old manufacturing facility built to perform automated construction of the mechanical combat units used during the ancient AI wars. It is possible that an AI unit would be able to activate this assembly equipment. Well, I don't think I have an AI unit, but we'll try. Yeah, it doesn't work. So we will continue. I'm running out of fuel. Alright, so we got this ring and the pedestal, so let's approach it. The crew investigates the skeletons, finds little value except hand-scrawled map. In the middle of the circle, words is chrono channel. Another skeleton crutches a map, which looks like to be indecipherable coordinates. It's a portal, so let's step through the portal and see what happens. The crew steps into an energy vortex, and they immediately experience flashes of otherworldly luminescence, combined with the sensation of rushing through the space at an unimaginable speed. Then they step through the other side into some dark and unrecognizable place. It appears to be the interior of a cave. The portal closes behind the crew, leaving them stranded in this strange subterranean place. Uh-oh. Looking around, the crew finds a ragged tarp covering something. Pulling it back reveals a large cache of power cells. Or, if I was British, cache. Someone must have been using the portal as a shortcut to store their private stash of valuable resources. The crew eventually finds their way through a confusing cave network to the surface and returns to the dozer with the supplies. Alright, looks like we got us some power cells. Can we upgrade our... We could, but that would leave us completely power cell-less. We should just go back to bed with her, back to Byzantine. She'd be like, sorry guys, we had fun. We need more fuel. Yeah, so we found a satellite. It appears the weapon satellite is of AI design and must have been used against mankind during the AI wars long ago before it inevitably lost orbit and plummeted to the ground. And that's what happens. Even when you're in orbit, eventually the orbit degrades and you fall. The engineers managed to extract several primary components and blah 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 blah. So we got a new weapon. Electric guillotine has now been installed as a dozer weapon. Alright. Okay, so up next here, I'm going to hit these side pulses first, but up next here we get a potential new elite person, much like this guy. He's an elite trencher, but they all have unique personalities and stuff. Unless we run out of gas, of course. Oh, looks like we found some scavengers. Or marauders, or bandits, or whatever you want to... Gunslinger's Seek Retribution. Alright, so this time I'm gonna try, because I have to. I'm gonna try to get some fuel here. Wow, they changed this around a little bit. One extra. Oh, that's interesting. That's new. Okay. Let's move him up. Yes!
Crude.
Thank you. Needed some crude. Now we just need to win the battle. And... I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, now you run behind here. And you fall back a bit. Oh shit. Fudge. I'm gonna swear a lot. Sorry. You playing this game and swearing kind of go hand in hand. This actually is not looking good. Okay. Alright, we're soon gonna get a blitz, which isn't good. Come to me, brethren! Alright, so that's... I don't know. Goodbye, somebody. Oh, wow, you didn't die. That is... Sir, that's something else. Alright, so... See, this is what you have to do sometimes. You just have to sit and you just have to think. Okay, so we got that. That'll recover 6 health? Okay, that's a lot more than it used to be. That's fantastic. Move this guy in. And vomit! Ah, that was dumb. That was kind of to be expected. Vomit. I've had these elite guys pull me through battles by themselves before, and it might go that route again here. Okay. Shouldn't have done that, mate. Now you're gonna get some vomit on you. Oh, that was odd. Sometimes AI just does stupid things like that, so take advantage of it. And let's see here. Move you back a bit. Can I shoot him? So you got 3 now, that won't work. Vomit! Okay, that could have gone worse. We got some fuel, that's good. Alright, and... next one. As the crew is exploring this region of dusty flatlands, they come across a vast expanse of what looks like a crumbling temple on the far end. Let's check it out. Let's find a way inside that temple. It's temple? Yeah. So we're looking for items. Yes, I would like the stealth suit technology that we found in the temple. Okay, so at this point, we will cut off the episode. I'm running way over time, because I just love this game. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. We might do more episodes of this week. It all depends. I don't know. But anyway, this has been Ethan on Bub Brothers Gaming, playing Skyshine's Bedlam, and we hope to see you next time.